there are a huge number of people to thank for the way that the community has demonstrated resilience in coming together to have a successful term. Thanks first of all to our parents and carers who have sent young people into a situation which is different. Thank you to the young people who have turned up and dealt with the adaptations that we need in order to stay as safe as we possibly can be. The community have also come together as well. It's been different to see young people back after 6 to 9 months of lockdown, and above all, also thanks to my staff team who've dealt with their own anxieties to support young people. So every school has a risk assessment to help us to ensure that young people, staff and members of the community are as safe as possible. And over the last 3 months, we've been out working that risk assessment with a series of measures. So for us at Inverurie Academy, that has been, first of all, arrival at school if you're well. Secondly, it's been a case of young people hand sanitising as they come into the school, supervised by a member of staff. We've had a slightly different start, break, lunch and end to the school day to make sure that we can stay in separate bubbles by year group. We've also had a one-way system which I put together and I think is very confusing, but thankfully it's worked. Then also there have been situations where young people have been asked to wipe down surfaces at the end of a class so that that space is ready for the next set of young people to come in and learn as well. On top of that, things like trying to reduce the amount of sharing of resources, whether that's pencils or pens or jotters or textbooks, and thinking about some of those things that we would have taken for granted before that we maybe can't do so now. So the reality is that we are in a new normal way of learning, but that can have its challenges but also its benefits as well. A couple of examples for you. As a school, we're really used to paper planners. So instead, we now have a system called Google Guardian, where parents are given an email notification when an assignment is due for a young person, and that takes quite a lot of the hassle out of the communication system, and it's good for parents and also students and also staff, because we can have that line of communication with parents. In addition to the Google Guardian side of things, we've seen a huge amount of creativity come out of young people's use of technology. So, for example, somebody who might be quite shy in a classroom setting may be able to produce a wonderful video, better than the one that you're watching just now, where they can use their creativity to explain a particular concept or subject. And that's been wonderful to see as class teachers as well. So we're moving into the new Inverurie Community Campus, and that's wonderfully exciting because we have marvellous facilities that I have around me just now, and that's going to be great for our learning, but it's also wonderful to be joining others on this journey as well. So we're really excited to be sharing this journey with St Andrew's School, with Community Learning and Development, with the National Health Service colleagues that are going to be here, and also with Live Life Aberdeenshire as well. So it's a journey shared. So it's an exciting journey, but also one that we look forward to sharing with others as we move into this wonderful building.